So final part of fatigue management that I want to talk about is what's typically overuse of recovery modalities. Like I said, training within recoverable volumes, sleeping enough, probably 7 to 9 hours a night of quality sleep, eating enough calories to support body weight maintenance and support the training you're doing is going to be important there. If you're cutting, which is a real thing that people are doing, and it's not bad necessarily, but you don't recover as well when you're cutting. So don't be unintentionally cutting and not eating enough to support the training that you're doing if your plan is not to cut. So as long as you're doing those things, you're going to be doing most of the stuff that you can for recovery. But if you want to put on top of it, a little bit of like soft tissue therapy, studies and stuff around this are very ambiguous, dubious as at best. Most of them kind of come down to like, well, if you like it, then it has some stress management ability for you and can be kind of useful, because that is the other biggest piece of fatigue management, is managing your stress. And stress is not just an argument with a significant other or a tough day at work or hard training. It's all of those things. Sometimes soft tissue therapy, like a massage, if that helps you relax, even though the structural changes to your muscles aren't probably what you might think that they are, if it helps you relax, that's going to be useful from fatigue management. So things like ice baths, which do remove some inflammation artificially and dampen the adaptation signal to the body. It's kind of a negative from a stimulus adaptation standpoint, but can be a slight positive from a recovery standpoint, especially as you get closer to competition or in concentrated recovery periods like a deload week. I wouldn't use them chronically, like every time after you squat. I wouldn't take an ice bath. If your goal is to be as big and strong as you can, on the other side of the temperature therapy kind of thing, saunas. Well, if you are trying to sit in a 230-degree sauna, like I see, Joe Rogan and Laird Hamilton post about sometimes, and you're blurring the line between like, am I recovering in a sauna or am I, low and slow cooking myself? I wouldn't do that for extended periods of time. But if, 15 minutes in the sauna helps you relax, in the mornings or after a hard day, that can be useful. Just don't do it so much that you're dehydrating yourself. People use saunas to cut weight for competitions. I would never consider cutting weight, a benefit for recovery. Train hard, eat well, sleep enough, manage your stress. You don't need to have a recovery workout on top of that for the most part for powerlifters.